الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم ما بعد. Today, inshallah wa ta'ala, we hope to finish the tafseer of Surah Al-Kafirun, وكذلك Surah Al-Nasr, or Surah Al-Muwadda', as some ulama call it, وكذلك Surah Al-Masad, Surah Tabbat Yada Abi Lahab وتب وذن باقي المعاذتين أي قل هو الله أحد خلق الناس. نرجو إن شاء الله أن نكتم في يوم أحد قدام إن شاء الله هذه تفسير من سورة الزلزلة إلى الناس، ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى يوفقنا جميعا لما يحب الله ويرضاه بإخلاص وصدق لوجهه الكريم، آمين. الله تبارك وتعالى يقول في كتاب الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. سورة الكافرون كما أنها نزل في آخر حياة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يدل على أن هذه السورة مدني، لأن كل سورة نزل بعد الهجرة سواء كان في مدينة أو خارج مدينة فهو يعتبر عند العلماء مدني. Now, this surah is considered what's called Medini in order to distinguish if it is classified as surahs that are revealed after the hijrah to Medina or before the hijrah to Medina. And anything that's revealed after they migrated to Medina, whether it was revealed in Medina or outside of Medina, the point is if it's after they made the migration to Medina, then it's considered Medini. وإن كان قبل الهجرة فهو مكي, and if it's before hijrah, then it's called Mekki. So the fact that this was revealed in the latter part of the life of the Prophet ﷺ, it is a proof that it is Medini, a Medini surah. طيب. الله تبارك وتعالى في خطاب إلى رسوله الكريم عليه الصلاة والسلام قال قل يا أيها الكافرون يقول لهم يا محمد. نعم, O Muhammad, say to them, O kafirun. وهنا كافرون بمعنى من Arab Quraysh, from the Arabs of the Quraysh. لكن الكافرون يطلق على كل كافر سواء كان أهل الكتاب أو يعني من غير ذلك من المشركين. الكافرون يعني جاء بمعنى عام, أي كافر إن كان, any kafir, whether there's people of the book or people that are pagans, people that have a revelation sent to their prophet, or otherwise, this word al-kafirun has that meaning. Tabaraka wa ta'ala informed to say to them, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ. We do not, or la a'budu ma ta'budu. Naam, I do not worship what you all worship. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud, and you all do not worship what I worship. Wala ana abidum ma abadtum, Naam. And I will never worship what you all worship. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud. Naam. To the end of the ayah, وَاللَّهُ تَبَارَكَ وَتَعَالَى بَيَّنَ لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينِ. The ulama, they said here, the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He repeated the issue of who worships who, is to show two things. That which is now as we speak, and that which will be in the future. So the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the issue and the way that He did with repeating this in ayats back to back, because it carries the meaning that I'm not worshiping what you guys are worshiping now, and in the future I'm not going to compromise and worship what you guys are worshiping now, and that you guys are not worshiping what and who I worship now, and in the future you guys won't worship what I worship in the future. And this is not saying that the Prophet knows the unseen, but that only those who Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala guided from amongst them, they will not be in this category. And then the ulama, they mentioned the issue of deen here has two meanings. Lakum deenukum waliya deen. Deen could mean, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Surah Al-Fatiha, Maliki Yawm al-Din. Maliki Yawm al-Din. Deen bima'na yani jaza. As the ulama, they say, Tadanu yudinu. Naam, whatever you tadanu do as a action, yudinu, then you will get the jaza, you get the reward. And Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned, Hal jaza'ul ihsan illa ihsan, is the reward for the one who does excellent, who does all of good, who goes all out to achieve this good, except that. Because if not, then Allah would not be al-adil. Allah would not be al-adil. He would be al-dhalim, a'adhan billah. So, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala mentioned, lakum dinukum waliya deen. To you, the ulama say means, aqidatukum lakum wa manhajukum lakum. Wali, ماذا ديني ولي اعتقاد ولي منهج. Like this, as Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has prescribed for all nations, shara'ana minhaja, a legislation in a way. So here the Prophet is making clear to them, no compromise religiously, deen-wise, and that you have a reward for what you do, we have a reward for what we do. As Allah said, وَجِزَا سَيِّئَةً مِثْلُهَا, and what you do of bad, then your reward will be like that. As they say, ajiza jinsul amal. Naam, that the nature of your outcome will be just as the actions that you do. As we have a saying in English, you reap what you sow. Now, we don't mean with a needle and thread. Like. Allah understand. فهذه السورة عظيمة. بارك الله فيكم فيه علاقة في سورة الإخلاص. And this surah has a relationship, believe it or not, to Ikhlas, Surah Al-Ikhlas. As Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is making clear the tawheed and the worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this surah, so was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doing the same thing in Surah Al-Ikhlas. Now, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the next surah is Barakallahu Fikum, Surah Al-Nasr. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. Surah Al-Nasr, Barakallahu Fikum, كذلك Madani. It is surah that is revealed after the Hijrah. وهذه السورة بارك الله فيكم فيه اسم النصر. لأن ما سيكون فتح إلا بنصر الله سبحانه وتعالى. And the conquest of Mecca would never have been achieved or happened except that Allah helped the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. كأنها معجزة, as if it is a miracle, because the numbers and the odds against the Messenger and the Muslims and all of these things, and that they went in and Mecca was given to them without a fight. So Tabarak wa Ta'ala, yani the Surah Al-Nasr. Some ulama call it Surah Al-Mawadda'. Surah Al-Mawadda', as we will see why, which means the Surah of farewellness. Tabarak wa Ta'ala, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. Now, when the conquest happens, when it comes to the Fath of Mecca, وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسِ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي الدِّينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. And you will see people coming from all of the different directions. And the different directions here means from the, as they say, the Jazeera, yani the different parts of the Arabian Peninsula. As before, when they were in Mecca, yani you know the people would accept Islam, and they would be يخفون يعني عن دينهم. They will hide their religion. وهكذا يعني بعد الهجرة صار منهم هكذا. And some of them remain like that outside of Mecca and Medina, not really showing their Islam because the persecution, the fighting, it rose to another level after the Hijrah. But once the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba came into Mecca, Alhamdulillah, Allah revealed, وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسِ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي الدِّينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. The people will come out from the different places proclaiming outwardly their Islam, and that others were behind them coming.
To be out of the closet.
Yes, subhana rabbil azim. وهذه النصر من الله تبارك وتعالى وصار لها فتح مبينا كما قال الله تبارك وتعالى إنا فتحنا لك فتح مبينا. Indeed, we have, Allah saying, I have opened for you a clear conquest, a clear victory. Subhanallah. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسِ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي الدِّينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. نعم يطلق الكفار الذين أسلموا. This includes those that became Muslim as well as the Muslims that were kind of, as they say, in the closet, or because of the issue of persecution, they did not outwardly come and proclaim the Islam to the people openly, like they were on the day when they came into Mecca. And subsequently, this Fath was the 8th year of the Hijrah, سنة الثامن. وحصل يعني خير سنة الثامن من الهجري في 20 رمضان. This happened the 20th of Ramadan, the 8th month of the Hijrah. The year after that, pardon me, العام بعد ذلك عام يعني تاسع قالوا عام الألوف, because thousands of Muslims came from different directions, which gave the Prophet ﷺ the ability for Ghazwatul Hunayn and Ghazwatul of Ta'if and like these, the other consequently battles after the conquest of Mecca. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ. قرر تبارك وتعالى التسبيح مع تمهيد. تبارك وتعالى joined the tasbih with the tamheed. إنه يعني ماذا الله عز وجل نزع عن كل عيوب وكل ماذا كل خصلة يعني العيوب ومخلوقات. Allah, we mentioned in the khutbah, says Subhanallah. This frees Allah. This statement in itself means Allah is free from any human characteristic. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. The meaning of Subhanallah includes that. It includes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is Samad, أي غني عن كل شيء, that Allah has no need for anything. This is one of the meanings of the statement Subhanallah. وَكَذَلِكَ الْحَمْدُ لَيْسَ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ. And likewise, alhamd is only for Allah. Means that you mention Allah in every good way, that you think about Allah in every good way, that you praise Allah all the time, you say about Allah good all the time. As we said, الفرق بين الحمد والثناء أن الثناء يطلق على الخالق والمخلوق أما الحمد لا سيكون إلا لخالق. That the word thana can be used for creation and for the creator. Because when you use the word thana, it means this person, maybe you say about him good today, you praise him today, tomorrow it changes. أما كلمة الحمد عبارة الحمد هو لله تبارك وتعالى. But ham is always for Allah, because this means you always say good about this one and you always praise this one and it never changes. This is the difference between al-ham wa thana. Thus Allah combined between those things, the two, the tasbih and the tahmeed, because of the greatness of the nasr, the greatness of the fath, the greatness of the Muslims entering Islam and proclaiming their Islam outwardly. Now, واستغفر. نعم ووصل في هذه أشياء يعني استغفار. And Allah connected to all of this great ibadah. All of this great ibadah, istighfar. And this is to the Prophet ﷺ, يعني أحسن البشر. فما بالنا. Then if this is the Prophet, what about us? Allah said, واستغفر. And this يعني istighfar is amazing. So much so that من سنة رسول الله من حديث أخرجه في صحيح مسلم وغيره كان بعد يتناول من الصلاة أي التسليم كان يقول ثلاثة أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله. After he would pray in taslim and turn from the salah, he would say out loud 3 times Astaghfirullah. Not Astaghfirullah al-Azim, as I hear some brothers say Astaghfirullah al-Azim. La. كان يقول أستغفر الله ثلاثة دون عظيم وغير ذلك. Don't add to it. Only Astaghfirullah 3 times. Can anybody tell me, what do you think and why you think after the 5 daily prayer, Salawat al-Khamsa, وأعظم الأركان بعد الشهادتين, the greatest pillar after shahadatain, why would the Prophet have the practice, and why would we need to learn from him the practice of saying astaghfirullah 3 times when we just pray? And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned that the salah wipes away the bad deeds. Why would you say astaghfirullah 3 times after salawat al-khams?
To forgiveness.
قال يعني لمغفرة ولكن الصلاة يشمل هذا. أليس كذلك؟ نعم. The salah gives you that. So يعني ليس بمعنى المغفرة. لا. هذا يعني داخل في الصلاة.
Just in case you made a mistake.
Oh, somebody reached real deep in the bag. Who bag is that you just reached in? MashaAllah. Said in case you made a mistake. نعم. وهذا هو الذي يعني حال الإنسان. نحن يعني قصر وعندنا يعني تقصير وعندنا يعني أخطاء. يعني we lose, we make mistakes, we fall short. So because of the falling short, and we understand that even in salah, your mind can wander on something. Is not this a shortcoming?
No.
You're praying and you're thinking about, oh man, I left my cheesecake on the counter. My wife go and get it. Taqsir. You're making salah, you want to look at your watch because, man, I'm going to be late getting back to work. Taqsir. Kul hada taqsir. You're making salah, your mind on something that's haram. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ تقصير. فنحن يعني بارك الله فيكم محتاج إلى زيادة استغفار لأن فينا تقصير. So we need extra istighfar, extra asking Allah to forgive us, because the simple fact فينا تقصير. We have shortcomings. So from the Sunnah of the Prophet, after the 5 Salah, when we turn around, he will say first, Allahu Akbar. Abdullah ibn Abbas said we will know when the Salah ended, because when we would enter the masjid, or when the people would finish praying the Taslim, we would hear people say Allahu Akbar, like this. And that's how we know he said it. It's out loud. And another narration was the Muslims say Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Sunnah. Now, طيب. فصبح بحمد ربه واستغفر لماذا؟ إنه كان توابا. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يريد يعني أن يتوب عليكم. أن يتوب ماذا إليكم. أن يتوب إليكم. Allah wants you to repent so He can accept your repentance. يعني بارك الله فيكم. هذه السورة لما نزل كان عبد الله بن عباس مع كبار مشايخ ومن رؤوسهم أبو بكر الصديق وعمر بن الخطاب وغيره. Abdullah ibn Abbas was a little boy sitting amongst the senior companions. This is the same boy that the Prophet ﷺ told his mother when he was pregnant, "You're going to have a son." And she said, "How do you know?" He said, "May Allah bless your son." From Revelation. And sure enough, she was pregnant. This is the same boy when he was born. She took the child to the Prophet, the technique to put the date on his gums. This is the same young boy. The Prophet grabbed him in one narration and put his head on the Prophet's chest like a mother does, out of compassion to the boy. The Prophet did that and made dua for him. This is the same one. He brought water for the Prophet to make wudu, and the aunt of his, Maymuna, said, "This water is from Abdullah ibn Abbas for you to make wudu." And then he made dua for him. He said, "Allahumma fiqhu fi d-din." Naam. Oh Allah, give him the fiqh of the deen. And another time, Prophet Sallallahu put his hand on his head and said, "Allahumma allamahu Quran wa allamahu ta'wil. Wa fi riwayatin, Allahumma allimahu hikmah." So the ulama says the difference between abhith wa fiqh. It's a difference as you see the different wordings and the different dua Prophet made for him. It's a difference between allamahu shakhsun alam حفظ كذا وكذا وكذا and shakhsun fihi fiqh. قد يكون عالم فقيه. نعم, it could be the person's alim. He has a lot of knowledge, he memorized, and he understands, has a fiqh, deep insight. The Prophet made the dua separate for Abdullah ibn Abbas because the fiqh requires that you know when to use and what to use. Whereas a person could have the knowledge, but if he doesn't know when to use it, then this will diminish from the reality of his knowledge. So the Prophet made all of this dua for this boy. This young boy, they were sitting around when the surah was revealed, and they asked, "What does this mean?" And all of the singers said the literal meaning, that جاء رسول الله والفتح وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا, to the end. When the Fath of Mecca comes, when Allah gives us that, it's by the help of Allah. And we see the people going to come from different areas and to Mecca. We should make tasbih, praise Allah, and seek Allah's forgiveness as an issue of gratitude. Then Umar ibn Khattab and Abu Bakr Siddiq, they turn to Abdullah ibn Abbas because they know the reality of these dua. They know that the Prophet ﷺ, the mother of Abdullah ibn Abbas, made him be with the Prophet, like be with him, hang with him, serve him. But because he was young, he didn't go on expeditions. But when it was other than that, he was with him, such as in the hadith, "Ya ghulam, inni uhibbuka, ya ghulam, inni a'limaka kalimat." In one narration, "Oh young boy, I love you. Let me tell you something." Another narration says, "Oh young boy, let me teach you something." They said the word ghulam is indicative to he's on his way to puberty, but not yet. He's still like maybe 7, 8, could be 5, like this, could be 9, could be 10 and a half, but he's not in puberty yet. This same boy, when he was asked, "What is the meaning?" He said the meaning of this surah, and wallahi, it produced bataw fi sahaba. They begin to wail when he said the answer to this. He said this surah doesn't mean what you guys said, the literal meaning. It means ata ajal rasul, that Allah is informing the messenger his mission is accomplished. He's going to be returning back to Allah soon. This was in the 8th year of Hijrah, in Ramadan, the 20th of Ramadan. وقد مات النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عام عاشر, 2 years later, the Prophet died. واختلف علماء على أي يعني هل هذه آخر شيء نزل. Some ulama, this is the last surah that was, or last thing that was revealed. Some of them say, اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. This is the last thing that was revealed. That this day I have perfected your religion, chose your religion, I'm pleased with it for you. Islam is a deen. Others say the verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, and Shaykh al-Shahata la tukul shay. He's going to cheat because he knows the answer. Others say the last thing to be revealed, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ فَاتَّقُوا يَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ إِلَى اللَّهِ. نعم, in Surah Al-Baqarah. ثم ماذا؟ فَاتَّقُوا يَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ فِيهِ إِلَى اللَّهِ ثم توفى كل نفس ما عملت وهم لا يظلمون. طيب, أين أهل القرآن؟ أهل القرآن موجود. Where the people Quran? أين المغاني؟ ليس موجود. طيب, لا بس. فاتقوا يوم ترجعون فيه إلى الله. نعم. Fear the day that you will be going back to Allah. These three, إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في الدين لا أفواجا اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا فاتقوا يوم ترجعون فيه إلى الله. نعم. These three, it's an argument. Which one is the last one revealed? Which one you think was revealed last? Is it Nasr? إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم, this day I perfected, completed your religion, or فَاتَّقُوا يَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ فِيهِ إِلَى اللَّهِ, fear the day when you're going to go back to Allah, meaning you're going to die. Which one? And the Sheikh Nazir.
Fear the day you return to Allah.
Allahu Akbar. I should have some chocolates like Sheikh Bassam to give out. What you say, Doc? He said, فَاتَّقُوا يَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ فِيهِ إِلَى اللَّهِ.
No.
You said that one too?
No.
What about إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح? لا. Allah Abbas said this is the ajr. It's Allah revealing to show the Prophet is going back to Allah. You don't think it's that one?
That was 2 years. 2 years before he died.
That was 2 years before he died.
Year 8 of...
8
Yeah.
of Hijrah. At the time يعني هجرية. أيوة عام ثامن. أما هذه فاتقوا يوم ترجعون فيه إلى الله. Naam, this Aisha said, which is in the Sahih of Imam Bukhari, that this was revealed 10 days or nights before the Prophet died. This is how you know Raja and the Hadi Akhira Shay Nazala ala Nabi Sallallahu. That's how you know this is the last thing that was revealed to him, because Aisha said this was revealed and he died 10 days or 10 nights later.
It's contained in Surah Al-Baqarah.
It's in Surah Al-Baqarah. Now, the bottom of the page of riba. The top of the page is talking about riba. The last ayah before the longest page, the longest ayah, I should say, in the Quran, which is the next page, is the ayah about dain. When you take a debt, write it down. That last ayah on the prior page is فَاتَّقُوا يَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ فِيهِ إِلَى اللَّهِ ثُمَّ, I forget that after فَاتَّقُوا الْيَوْمَ تُرْجَعُونَ فِيهِ إِلَى اللَّهِ ثُمَّ تَوَفَّى كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا عَمِلَتْ وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ حَيَاكُمُ اللَّهُ. نعم, هذا هو كتبت واتقوا يوم ترجعون فيه إلى الله
ثم
ثم توفى
كل نفس
ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون. جزاكم الله خير. طيب، هذه يعني ختام ماذا سورة النصر. وكذلك يعني تبت يد أبي لهب وتب. يعني briefly quickly قال تبارك وتعالى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد. وأبي لهب هو جد الرسول, أب الرسول, أو عم الرسول. Which one? Is it the father, the uncle, or the grandfather? Uncle of the Messenger of Allah. لما دعا رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم القريش وسلم called them وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قولوا لا إله إلا الله تفلحوا. All of you say لا إله إلا الله, you will be successful. فقام أبو لهب قال تبت دعوتكم. تبت أي الدعاء بخسر لما دعوته. This means he's making dua that what you're inviting the people to, may it perish, may it not last, may it fall, may it vanish, may it be destroyed. تبت يعني دعوتكم. ففي مقابل نزل هذه سورة. So because of this, counteracting this call of Abu Lahab, this supplication, Allah revealed, Tabbat yada Abi Lahabin wata. No, you're going to perish. فقال أبو لهب هذا ابن أخي أي محمد. This is my nephew. قال هذا ابن أخي ولا تصدقوه فإنه كذاب. والعياذ بالله. He said, this is my nephew, meaning I know him. Don't believe me, he's a liar. Called Tabbat da'watukum. What you calling the people to, may it perish. Anzal Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Tabbat yada Abi Lahabin wata. No, may you perish. And Allah tabarak wa ta'ala mentioned about all of the things he thought would make him mighty, his wealth, his woman, which he had a lady who was from a high-ranking Qaba'il of the Arab. She wasn't like somebody who was from a low-ranking or bad family. She was like prestige. So these things deluded him to make him think that he could stand up against the messenger. And Allah said, "Fi jidiha habalum min masad." This is their case in the end, that they will be in the fire. What did we learn from this? We learned that la yajuz, as this is the aqidah of the Prophet, the aqidah of the Sahaba, the aqidah of the Tabi'in. Aqidah man salaka tariq sunnah. Aqidah man amsak li ashab rasulih. الذي اتبع ما قال الله تبارك وتعالى وأن هذا صراط مستقيما فاتبعوه. This is my way straight, Allah said. Follow it to the messenger. قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة. Say, this is the path of Allah I'm calling to on guidance. علم بصيرة. أنا ومن اتبعني. Me and those who follow me. We learn from this, from their aqidah, that you cannot put anyone in the Jannah. ولا في النار إلا بنص معين. Except by a particular text where Allah has mentioned this or the messenger. The only way you can say Abu Lahab is in the fire, you have a text particularly saying that. Other than that, you could not put a person in the Jannah, wala no. إلا بأموم النص, except in a general way. كما إذا قال واحد كلما دخل في الإسلام ومات عليه يدخل الجنة. This is general. Whoever accepts Islam, he dies upon it and he goes to Jannah. This is general. وكذلك العكس. من مات على غير إسلام هو من أهل النار. Whoever dies on other than Islam is going to the fire. This is general. لكن هل يجوز أن تقول أوباما سيكون في الجنة أو بوش سيكون في النار أو حسني مبارك سيكون في جهنم. هل يجوز هذا؟
No.
لما؟
الحكم لله يعني Allah make a decision, make it go with Jannah, make it with mercy.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Yeah.
And this ruling we're talking about, you don't have the ability. هذا من أمور غيبية.
Yeah.
وما يعلم الغيب
Allah.
إلا الله. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the future except Allah. This enters into that. لكن في جدي حابل من مسد, this is مخصوص له ولأمرأته. This is particularly for him and his wife. Therefore, if someone say, أبو لهب هو في النار, هذا يجوز لأن فينا نص معين. We have a particular text for this. Permissible. هكذا. نعم. So we learn from this the rule of how you can say someone particular in the fire or in the Jannah like this. وكذلك حشم البشرين ماذا في الجنة. Rasulullah mentioned these are people in the Jannah. We couldn't say that. No matter what somebody else say. No matter if somebody put them in the fire 1,000,000 times, you could say they're in the Jannah. بالتمني. أيوة. وبيقين جازما. Could say it hoping, knowing this is the truth because Allah said it with strong conviction. Because we have a text. نعم. ثم في النهاية الذين يدعون إلى حدم الإسلام والذين يدعون إلى تحسين غير ما أنزل الله الذين يدعون إلى أذى للوصول فهذه من كبار الذنوب. And we learn from this lastly, whoever calls against Islam, they call for the destruction of the deen, or they call to, in that time, to annoy the Prophet, or after his time, those who are the followers of the Prophet. Anyone who calls for something is better than what the Prophet came with, then this is from the major sins. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يوفقنا بخير وأن يجزينا في هذه المجالس المباركة، ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى فقه الدين ومعاملات فيها، ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى نجعل من أهل القرآن والذين يستمعون القول يتبعون ما أحسنه. وأسأل تبارك وتعالى to give us understanding properly of this book of Allah, to make us from those who learn it, practice it. وأسأل تبارك وتعالى to make us from those who are the Muslims, those who die upon Islam. وأن يغفر لنا ذنوبنا وأن يكفر عن سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار, and He forgives us and enters us into the garden with those of the righteous. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. باقي لنا معاذتين إن شاء الله أسبوع قادم. The three calls, they say أحد فلق والناس وبالله التوفيق. Any questions or comments?
لكم دينكم ولي دين. This is not come the meaning. لكم you have a relation, I have my relation.
هكذا لكم دين this means we're not ما نشارك فيه. We're not going to combine or exchange, or because they want the Prophet come make a Hajj 1 year to your Lord, and then next year we'll have Hajj for our idols like this. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can't make ishraq like this. So lahum din. That also means that, and the ulama said, I forgot to mention this, lakum dinukum waliya din also means la yakbal inda Allah, that your deen is not accepted with Allah. And my deen is accepted with Allah. Also carries that meaning too. Nah.
Sheikh, when we were reciting in the Salah, they spoke about Yahya bin Zakaria taking the truth. Kuwa. Is it Kuwa taking it?
For the Kitab al-Kuwa?
Yes.
Yes.
This Kuwa, I mean, is that like Jadid? What does it mean, Kuwa?
Trying to say Shadid?
Is it taking it with, is it Shadid or is it What is kuwa?
Quwwa here, yani barakallahu fikum, just what the word in Arabic means, quwwa. Take it with quwwa.
Kuwa.
Yani,
Serious.
how do you take something, yani, with quwwa? How do you take something? And we don't mean grab somebody,
really
choke them to death.
grasp it, or-
Yeah, what the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Adu alayha bin nawajid. What's that? He didn't say the front teeth, he said,
With your molar.
yeah, what that mean? The quwwa.
Strong.
ادخلوا في السلم كافة. ايش الكافة؟ يعني بقوة. Take it all the way. أفتؤمنون ببعض الكتاب وتكفرون ببعض؟ هذا قوة؟ أبدا. Is that being strong? You take some. No, I don't want that. This from the religion. I like this. This is nice. I can do. No, that nah. The قوة بجد. Serious. يعني يتحمل الدين حتى في يعني فتن والبلاء وأذى يتحمل. Hold to the religion even time of calamity, time of turmoil, time of يعني severe trial. هكذا نعم. هذا هو يعني مؤمن صادق. مؤمن صادق يتحمل بقوة. نعم. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال المؤمن القوي خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. The strong believer is beloved more better to Allah than the weak believer. لكن وفي كل خير ايش خير فيهم؟ الشهادة. The shahada to Allah is the khayr in both of them. لكن المؤمن قوي Allah عز وجل بين حبة خير وأحبة. He's more beloved to تبارك وتعالى and he's better than the weak believer. لماذا؟ قوة. نعم. قوة والله. وبقوة يوصل لدرجة الإحسان. With strength you can rise to the level of ihsan. أما بضعف أبدا. With weakness you will never make it to ihsan. نعم. ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى نجعلنا قويا في ديننا وفي جسمنا وفي علمنا وفي أعمالنا وأن نجعلنا من الشاكرين وجعلنا من العابلين وجعلنا من أهل الجنة النعيم آمين.
هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا هو أستغفره ونتوب إليه. I want to thank the brothers for their patience today. I know I was long-winded, but I wanted to finish those 3 chapters. نسأل الله أن يبارك فيكم جميعا وأن يعفو عنا كثير. Forgive us and bless us much. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد. السلام عليكم وبركاته. حياكم. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم وبركاته.
Kuwa.
وبركاته.
Voiceover on. Power off. Button. Power off. Power off.
Shukran.